For you runners out there, whether you do it competitively for your own well-being or just for some alone time, we want to provide you the tools to help make the most of your efforts so you can accomplish your goals. That's why I'm here today, to talk about a new and improved way to train on a track with the Track Run Activity Profile. Track Run can give you a better snapshot of your performance compared to running on the road or the sidewalk. This is especially important if you're looking for that competitive edge or trying to reach that latest fitness milestone. On the road, pacing can be heavily influenced by inconsistent terrain and elevation changes due to hills. But on the track, you have more control with easier pacing and more consistency, creating better data when comparing against past workouts. And you may be wondering, well, what makes this Track Run profile any different from just selecting the current run option, getting a GPS lock, and starting the timer? With the Track Run profile, you get improved accuracy from previous track activities, not only in the distance recorded as you run along the track, but with a much cleaner looking track log when reviewing your data. When recording an activity using Track Run, one of the first things you want to determine is which lane you're going to be in. Then select that lane in the profile settings. From here, the watch will lock on to the expected distance for the lane you chose. Lane 1 establishes a baseline of 400 meters for a single lap around the track. If you decide to run in one of the other lanes, the watch will accommodate for the stagger distance. For example, if you select lane 2, you can expect 407 meters per lane, lane 3, 415 meters, and so on. Now, before you begin training, we recommend you give the watch a chance to learn the track to help determine that baseline I just mentioned. When you get to your starting position on the track, select Track Run from your watch menu. Once you've acquired a GPS signal, run at least 2 complete laps around the track in lane 1. Then save the activity to commit the track to the watch memory. If you're unable to train at your regular track, well, no problem. Just be sure to go through this process anytime you run a new track for the first time. By now, you're probably itching to lace up those shoes and get out for a run, but may be wondering where you can find this feature. Well, Track Run is currently available on all of the products listed on the screen. Odds are you'll see it appear in other future watches down the road, or even added to select existing devices through the act of a simple software update. In the meantime, if you'd like more help on how to use this feature, click on the Garmin Support Center link found in the description below. Whether you typically run on your neighborhood streets or just need a refreshing change to your regular routine, if you're ready to crush that previous PR with more concise lap data on the track, take back some control of your training with the Track Run Activity Profile. Thanks again for stopping by and taking time to learn about one of our latest features brought to you by Garmin. For now, that's it. I'm Matt from Garmin, hoping that however you choose to train during your day, we've helped you beat yesterday. Three, two, one, action.
You never know when you might need some extra light, but you can always be ready with the low-profile LED flashlight that we've integrated in both the Fenix 7X and the Tactix 7. Let me show you how it works. To instantly turn the flashlight on, simply press the light button on the top left of the watch twice, and pressing the light button twice again will turn the flashlight off. This quick on and off feature uses the flashlight's last brightness and color settings. It really doesn't get much easier than that. But speaking of settings, let's take a deeper look at the different options that we give you for this flashlight and how to manipulate them. To access the flashlight's interface on your watch, press and hold the light button on the top left side. Then tap the flashlight icon on the touchscreen display. Or you can use the up and down buttons on the bottom left of the watch to toggle to the flashlight widget, and select it by pressing the enter button on the top right. Now that you've accessed the interface, you'll notice 4 levels of brightness that can be adjusted by tapping the appropriate brightness level on the touchscreen display. Or you can press the enter button to power the light on, then use the up and down buttons to toggle through the brightness levels. To turn the light back off, just tap the appropriate brightness level again or press the enter button. You'll also see an option for a low intensity red LED in the Fenix 7X or green LED in the Tactix 7. serving a wide range of uses where red or green lights have an advantage over white, such as helping to preserve your natural night vision. While a bright solid light is probably the most commonly used, we've also included strobe patterns in this feature as well. From the flashlight interface page, press and hold the menu button on the left side of the watch, then select strobe, either by tapping the display or pressing the enter button. From there, you'll have options for various strobe patterns including blitz, beacon, pulse, blink, and even a custom pattern. Select the preferred mode by tapping the power button on the display or by pressing the enter button. By now, I'm sure you've noticed that strobe wasn't the only pattern we included in this feature. After all, what light would be complete without a distress pattern? To access this mode, just scroll down and tap distress pattern on the display or press the enter button. Then tap the power icon or press the enter button to turn it on and off. Just when you think you've seen it all, we've got one more trick up our sleeve. This flashlight not only helps you see, but to be seen, by integrating a cadence-matched strobe mode into select activity profiles, like running for instance. Let me show you how to do that. Accessing this feature is super simple. Press and hold the menu button on the left side of the watch. Then scroll down either with touch or using the up and down buttons, and select Activities and Apps. Choose your activity. In this case, we're going to choose Run. Then Run Settings. Next, scroll down to select Flashlight Strobe. Here you have options of when to use this feature in the activity by changing the status to On, After Sunset, or Off. Now let's select Mode, then select Cadence. This will match the strobe to a runner's cadence, flashing a red light when the watch swings and faces backwards and a white light when facing forwards. And there you have it. I hope I was able to shed a little light on the new flashlight feature in the Fenix 7X and tactix 7 smartwatches. For now, that's all I've got. This is Avery from Garmin, hoping that wherever your adventure takes you, we've helped you beat yesterday.
Now that you have your new Garmin Enduro 2 smartwatch, we're going to show you how to customize the data screens on your activities. Watch our real-time settings video to see how to edit these screens right on your smartphone. Each activity profile has default screens with the most commonly used data fields. You can add to or modify these screens. To begin, press the Start-Stop button to open your activity list. Then scroll through the activity list and use the Start/Stop button to select the activity you want to edit. For this video, we'll be using the trail run activity. Here you can see the data screens for that activity profile. Press and hold the menu button to open the settings menu. Next, select Trail Run Settings. The activity name may differ based on which one you selected. Then select Data Screens using the Start/Stop button. Here, you will be able to scroll through all of the default data screens. Now, select one of the screens you would like to adjust or add. In the Custom Screen menu, you can change the screen layout and modify the data fields. To do this, select Layout, then select the layout you would like to use. Now you can adjust the individual data fields. First, select Data Fields, then choose the field you want to edit. Once selected, you can view the data categories. For this video, we are going to select the Stamina Fields category. Now, select the specific data option that you want to view during the activity. For this video, we are going to select Stamina Potential. You may continue to edit the other fields. When finished, press the back button 3 times. The data field changes will display on the activity screens. And that's it. Your Garmin Enduro 2 smartwatch activity data fields are now set up. To learn more about your Enduro, please watch our other videos or visit support.garmin.com. Thanks for watching.
Today, we're going to show you how to set up your new Garmin Descent Mk2. First, let's power on your watch by pressing the light button. Use the up and down buttons to scroll through the language options and press the start button to select your language. Next, we'll pair your smartphone to your watch. Select Yes to begin. You will now need to download the Garmin Dive app on your phone. In this video, we will be using an Apple iPhone, but the process is similar on an Android device. To start, open the App Store and search for Garmin Dive. Then begin the download. Once the download is complete, open the Garmin Dive app. If you have already set up the Garmin Connect app, the Garmin Dive app will recognize your account and you can select Continue. Otherwise, select Sign in or create a new account. Then, agree to the terms and conditions. Once prompted, select Connect a Garmin device to connect the app with your watch. When the app recognizes your watch, select Connect it. Your watch will now display a 6-digit code that you will need to enter on the Garmin Dive app. Then, follow the on-screen prompts to set up your user preferences. Next, the watch will ask if you want to add an alternate time zone. You can select Not Now to set up at a later time. If you would like to add an alternate time zone, select Yes and choose the region and time zone you would like to display on the watch face. By default, the second time would be represented on the blue arrow. To finish setup, read through the watch terms and conditions. Then press down to accept. Now your watch and phone are set up and you're ready to go. Before heading out for a dive, we recommend you charge the watch before setting out. And that's it. For more help, please visit support.garmin.com. Thanks for watching.